Students, today we are going to learn figures of speech. Let's go through the definition of figure of speech to understand them well. What are the figures of speech? Note down, students. Figures of speech are words or phrases that depart from straightforward literal language. Figure of speech are often used and crafted for emphasize freshness, expression or clarity in poems or prose. What type of figure of speech we are going to learn today? Simile, metaphor, alliteration, onomatopoeia and hyperbole. Now, the very first figure of speech that we are going to learn is simile. A simile is the comparison of two unlike things using like or as. He eats like a pig. This is a comparison of a person who eats very badly, like a pig. So, comparison is made using like. The muscles on his arms are strong as iron bands. The next one is metaphor. Metaphor is also comparison, but how it is different from simile? Let's learn. A metaphor is the comparison of two unlike things or expressions, sometimes using the verb to be and not using like or as. What are these to be verbs? To be verbs are am, is, are, was, were. Now let's go through of some examples of metaphor. The lawn is green carpet. The lawn is compared with the carpet without using like or as. You are a tulip. The road was a ribbon wrapped through the desert. Now the another figures of speech is alliteration. Alliteration is repetition of initial consonant sound of neighboring word. As you can see in this example, Sally sells sea shells by the seashore. Repetition of the sound S can be seen here. S is the consonant that is repeated again and again. And this one is the initial consonant of each and every word. So, alliteration can be considered. She was wide-eyed and wondering while she waited for Walter to waken. Another example in which W sound is repeated. Now the next one is onomatopoeia. An onomatopoeia is a word that imitates the sound it represents. They always imitate the sounds. What type of sounds? Like the chiming of the bell, the boom of the explosion, the buzz of the bee. The words in these sentences like chiming, boom and buzz, they are imitating some types of sounds. That's why onomatopoeia is a figure of speech that is used in these sentences. The next one, hyperbole. Hyperbole is the another figure of speech, and a hyperbole is an exaggeration or an overstatement. How? Like, with the help of examples, we are going to learn. His feet are as big as boats. The feet are compared with the board, but it is an overstatement about the feet. I nearly died laughing. No one can die with laughing, but the exaggeration is seen. She is said so on several million occasions. Test your knowledge. Now, whatever figures of speech we have learned today, just we are going to test. He clattered and clanged as he washed the dishes. As the answer is seen in front of you, onomatopoeia. Test your knowledge. Which figure of speech you have to write down? Life is a beach. Yes, metaphor, as life is compared with a beach with using is. That is a to be verb. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Now you have to identify. It is very easy. Yes, alliteration. As here in this example, repetition of sound P. The river falls under us like a trap door. Simile. Yes, simile is considered in this example because river is just compared with a trap door using the word like. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Now, exaggeration or overstatement can be seen in this example. No one can eat a horse. But here is the expression with the figure of speech hyperbole. Thanks everyone.